All right, so let's take a look at the lineup study option now on FC Pro. So you go to find the FC Pro, you just scroll over the MLB, go to the lineup study Pro. And we're actually going to type in yesterday's date. And we want to take a look at the Minimax. So we're going to click on this. Load up yesterday's Minimax. The wire guy with 240 points. And look at this. In our previous video, the Osimo ownership projection on Paddock was 35%, 33.6. It's almost, let's just call it 34%. So within 1%, he nailed it. All right, so to analyze the actual tournaments, you want to click on this Analyze button, and it'll bring up everybody's lineups. It'll show you the name, the number of lineups they had, the number of entries that cashed, the profit and loss from the tournament. To see what this so all of this over here, this is the actual entire field of what was used, but we want to look specifically at what this luck box did with his 5 lineups. Easy game, easy life. So it's just awesome. Look at this. He used a 4-2 stack, 4 Orioles, 2 Mariners, decent blend of pitching, 60% Peacock, leverage the field, 40% Paddock, or excuse me, 60% with the Paddock, leverage the field. And those were the 2, he hit the nuts pitchers. And this is a great way to leverage the chalk. So we talked about, we knew the Mariners, we knew the Rangers were going to be chalky. So he gets a piece of them here in his small stack and then goes a low-owned team here with the Orioles. But yeah, you can see anything that any player. Let's see if we can find me. I'll show you guys what I did yesterday so you guys can see that I practice what I preach. I don't remember what I finished in. Let's see. Hey, there's your boy. Oh. Told you guys, I do exactly what I tell you I'm going to do. I'm not telling you guys to do one thing and I do something else. We talked about hitting for average, hitting for power, a little bit of a smaller slate. I just decided to go all in on the Yankees. And I lucked out because they were doing nothing. I think they were down 6-1 in the 6th inning. And they just made a late rally. Cashner was unhittable apparently, and then they got into the bullpen and ended up scoring 10 runs. So that's how you use the tool. You can study anybody. If there's anybody that you look up to, that you admire, going to some of the larger stakes, if you want to study some of the best players in the world, see what they're doing, look at what they're doing in terms of pitchers and stacks. It's all right here. Every single tournament that ran yesterday is here, and you can look up every single player that played, looked at all their crunches. They killed it again. This tool is a freaking game changer, especially for baseball. It's very hard to have any secrets anymore when you can just go and see what people did and then try to reverse engineer it. I know that this is going to accelerate the game so fast, and if you're using this tool, you have the cheat code. You have the piece of the puzzle that, DFS is dying, DFS is dead. It's like, no, it's not, because people don't have this. They're not using it. And as much as I love it, I hope they don't find it. As much as I want to try to bring Dave as much business as I can, I hope people don't find it. So so that we can continue to keep our edge. So yeah, the three big pieces of FC Pro, they killed it. They didn't half-ass it. They didn't release anything too soon. They absolutely killed it. And as good as this is, I guarantee they're going to continue to tweak it and innovate it and just make it more and more and more and more efficient. So just absolutely incredible. So we'll get back to the PowerPoint and we'll keep it moving. And yeah, Giannis is a cheat code. This happened earlier this year, and
third quarter, it has been incredible. Here he comes again. Oh, goodness.
The dude's just dunking from the foul line now. Like, this is freaking real life NBA Jam, and it's just like, how does anybody expect to stop this guy? And he's only getting better. Like, that's how I feel about DFS, or the FC Pro and Fantasy Cruncher in general. It's like, they didn't need to do all this, and they did it, and it's only getting better. And it's really a disadvantage if you don't have this. It's just, sometimes I'll be like, feeling sorry for myself. I had that 2-week downswing that I talked to you guys about. I'm like, man, maybe it's time to hang it up. Maybe I'm going to go the way of the dodo in this thing, like some of the other guys have. And then you start going down the rabbit hole, seeing stuff on Twitter, and it's like, wait, these are just, what are they using? Wait, they're doing what? Oh, they think that's how that works? And I'm like, dude, we are good. We are good. Like, woo! Stop feeling sorry for myself and like, dude, we're good. Like, we're going to bounce back. And then you bounce back and you're just like so thankful that you have a team like Dave and Manny just going to bat for us, putting this stuff together. I don't know why I duplicated the slide. I don't know what I was going to demo here. Oh yeah, the randomness build. Yeah, it's just crazy. You can build a lineup to get you 200 points in 30 seconds. These dudes just work hard. They didn't need to do this, and they did. And it's not just Dave. It's not just Manny. They're obviously awesome, but I don't know how many people that are watching this that have actually emailed Fantasy Cruncher. Like, they are on it. Like, they will get back to you right away. Hey, I noticed that this guy's out, or this needs to be adjusted, or this guy's not in the player pool. They're like, boop, 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 no problem, and it's done. And it's like, these dudes are busy, and they have everything else going on, and how many other sites out there send you to a contact form or email us at info@dfssite that won't email me back.com. And it's like, this sucks, man. Like, what am I paying for, in terms of being stranded out here? They don't do that. Like, they will get back to you right away. They're super helpful. Zach, I can't tell you how many times I've emailed Zach about something, especially when they were rolling out like their college or football product and they were beta testing it. And it's like, I'm bugging this dude all day long on a Saturday. And he's like, no problem, taken care of, check now. And it's just like, I felt like I was their only customer. Like, that's how quick they were. And that's what you really want. Like, they just don't leave any stone unturned. Like, it's not like that they just have, it's not like living in California where California knows the weather's great. So they don't care about, anything else in terms of pay more taxes or whatever. Like, they understand, like, not only do we have an awesome product and it's affordable, like, we take our customer service extremely, extremely, extremely seriously. And it was like beginning of baseball season and the opening Major League Baseball showdown. It's like the Tokyo game, A's and Mariners. That's like taking place at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was traveling for work. And I'm like, I'm going to play this thing. And they didn't have it set up. And I was like, hey, can you guys set this up? It's like, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock Pacific. And they're like, yeah, no problem. It's like, what? Like, I don't expect that kind of customer service. And they get it and they deliver. And they're just phenomenal, man. I can't say enough good things about, how hard they work to take care of us. And it's very evident in their commitment to us. And you take a look at a guy like Giannis, and everyone around this guy is better. Chris Middleton made his first All-Star team. Eric Bledsoe just signed a nice, awesome, big contract. Coach Buds is, in line for another Coach of the Year. They're 2 wins away from going to the NBA Finals. City of Milwaukee, they haven't had a relevant team other than, that brief run a couple years ago. They haven't been relevant in the NBA world since Kareem was there. So they make everyone better at Fantasy Cruncher as well. And I just grabbed 2 random tweets that I found, and it's like you see these every single day. Like Fantasy Cruncher and Manny are making everyone better around them. Couldn't hold on, but I took second. Boom, $1,500. Thanks for that help every day. Boom, $1,000. Like, that's life-changing money. Not $1,000 is going to change your life, but being able to make $1,000 in one day as a side hobby, a passion project, a side business, like that's going to change your life. Wanted to show you guys this. I got an email from a guy named Zach. Hi, my name's Zach. I've been playing DFS since I was 18. I'm 21. Your videos have taught me a lot about baseball. I had a winning night, never a profitable year. My life changed in 2 days. I won $20,000 on a Thursday, $50 on a Friday, and I have a huge bankroll, and I'm going to take advantage of playing at the lower stakes with a much bigger bankroll. He sent this to me. He's using the tools. All I did was take what I learned from Manny using a tool that Dave created and just repackaged it in hey, this is what I took from Manny and this is what I learned. And this dude's life was changed. That's pretty cool. Definitely say they made that guy better. And what I'm about to show you, I never, ever, ever, ever show you guys screenshots. It's just not my style. I don't like it. I think it's gross when people post screenshots of, hey, all I do is win every single day. Like I'm DJ Khaled, hands go up. It's like, no, that's not the reality, man. Like this thing of ours is very difficult. It's very challenging. You face a lot of internal adversity, battling downswings, and the reality is, you're probably going to lose about half the time. And so what I'm going to show you is, it's not that they're making everybody better around them. They're doing so much more than that. They're literally changing lives. This is from earlier this year. This is the most I've ever won in a contest. And, I worked a job that I didn't really like, 80 hours a week, and I'm not working at that nearly as many hours as I used to. And DFS is my primary gig now. And that's $5,000 in one day, in one tournament. I'm not doing that in my day job. A lot of people aren't doing that in their day job. There's some hot shots out there that can probably do that in a day job and don't think $5,000 in one day is that much money, but it's a lot of money to me, man. And to win this, in the same tournament as some of my heroes, like Sean's on and Chess is okay. Like, dude, like I do not use hyperbole when I say this. I'm not exaggerating. Manny and Dave literally changed my life. Because of what they've created, I've been able to take it and make it my own, and it's just been an incredible ride. So I apologize for actually dropping a screenshot on you guys. I promise I don't want to say it won't happen again, because if you guys ask me, I'll send you privately. I don't have anything to hide. I want to be fully transparent, but I just choose to keep that stuff private because I'm not trying to rub anybody's nose in, nights where I do well and they may not have done well. I'm not trying to create jealousy. I'm trying to create positivity and encouragement. But I just wanted to throw this in here to shout them out. These dudes, I just can't express how much they've done for me. Everybody's seen this tweet from Giannis the first time he had a smoothie. He was just blown away. Like, this first time I ever had it, man, God bless America. And like, that's how I feel about Dave and Manny and the whole Fantasy Cruncher team. Is like, these guys are changing my life. I couldn't be more thankful for them. And I just, they don't pay me to do these videos. They don't ask me to do these videos. I do them because it's so important to me to keep spreading the message of how powerful what they've created and what it can do when you continue to work at it and leverage it. So we're going to wrap up the main segment of the video here. Went a little long on this last segment. I'm going to try to keep these to 5 or 6 parts. a video. I don't really want to do a 10-part series. No one wants to watch 10 different segments of me, but thank you guys for stopping by. I'm fully available, fully accessible. Email me, send me a DM. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends. If you don't like it, don't tell your friends. Just really appreciate you guys. I'm having a blast making these videos, getting a really good response, and let's just keep the positivity going, man. Really appreciate it. Come back for the mailbag if you want to come back. If this is all you wanted to hang out for, thank you again for stopping by. I know your time is valuable, and I appreciate you carving out some of your time in your day and your week. You could have been doing anything, and you chose to be here, and I will always be appreciative of that. Thank you so much.